Year in Mexico, there's the most explosive festival in the world. It's a blast, literally. Welcome aboard, Denham Hitchcock.
Welcome to fireworks, Mexico style. I am 10 metres away from about 30 tonnes of fireworks, falling debris, gunpowder in the air, and the rest of the crowd, they're at the same distance. It's about as close as you ever want to be.
When I signed up for Sunday night, my boss promised me my first story would be a cracker. He was right.
Welcome to the craziest, most insane party you've ever been to.
Crazy, completely crazy. We are crazy people.
It's just tradition, and it's a wonderful tradition.
Just north of Mexico City lies the town of
Tultepec!
At this time of the year, Tultepec is overrun with
El toro.
That's Spanish for bulls, big ones, everywhere. Man-made beasts bristling with fireworks. The final act in the fiesta of San Juan de Dios. A week-long party in honour of John of God. Incredibly, he's the patron saint for pyrotechnicians.
Where else in the world can you go carrying a beer and a cigar in one hand and lighting rockets in the other?
Phil Sandmeyer can't do this at home in America. That's why he's been coming here for the last 25 years.
What's the difference to a festival like this to a pyrotechnic display that we would see in Australia or the US?
Lawyers.
No rules, no regulations.
It's all right, still got my hand.
In other countries, there's no assumed risk. The nanny state's supposed to take care of you. But down here, you're responsible for yourself.
Peligro. It means danger, and for good reason. There's no electricity here, and you won't find anyone lighting up a cigarette. And that's because every one of these brick huts is, in essence, a mini bomb-making factory. There's 1,000 of them here on the outskirts of town. 1,000. And that's because there's enough gunpowder here to wipe out half of Tultepec.
Mexico is one of the world's largest producers of fireworks, and more than 50% is made here in Tultepec. It's a centuries-old tradition. This is pure gunpowder, an explosive mix of sulphur, carbon and sodium nitrate. From the mixing, to the making, to the final product, it's all done by hand.
Make no mistake, this is a dangerous business. While we were in Tultepec, we received word that there'd been an explosion. It happened here at an illegal fireworks factory in the middle of town. There were 3 men next door mixing large amounts of gunpowder. There was a spark and the whole thing went up. 2 of them are now dead and a 3rd is in hospital with burns to 95% of his body. He's not expected to survive. This stuff is volatile.
Yep, absolutely. When you're near this powder in a confined space in a mortar tube, wrapped or tight into a shell, makes a huge explosion.
One will probably be about 15 minutes.
Andrew Howard is a fourth-generation pyrotechnician whose family has been lighting up Australian celebrations since 1922. His great-grandfather, Sydney, lit up the Sydney Harbour Bridge on the day it opened.
It is a dangerous business. Were there injuries in the family?
Yeah, my great-grandfather lost his hand, my grandfather lost his hand, my dad was severely burnt in an incident. It is dangerous, very dangerous, and I learnt that from a very young age and had a lot of respect for it, and I still do today.
Cracker night was a real big deal when I was a little kid.
Cracker Night is a distant memory in Australia. Banned for being too dangerous, these days our fiery spectaculars are always seen from a safe distance.
What do you think when you see the fireworks in Australia?
It is very boring because, well, you watch fireworks very far away. Here, you can smell the gunpowder burn. You can see it. You can feel the earth when it shakes because of a bomb is exploding.
So this is the centre of town where all the action takes place.
Exactly. This is a part where night will become day.
Tonatin Blancas Lopez is the town's historian.
People in Tultepec, they love the fire. They are lovers of the fire and they live for fire. In some cases, they die for fire, but they respect it. They celebrate life in that way, but they celebrate life by risking it.
During the week-long festival, the fuse will be lit to more than 80 tonnes of gunpowder. Night after night, explosions light the sky, including the Castillos, huge 10-storey high castles rigged to blow. But it's all a mere sideshow to the unforgettable finale.
We're going to hear a lot of fire explosions. You're going to see a lot of people running as crazy because they have to escape from the balls. You're going to see a lot of rockets that are going to travel around the streets, and maybe, if you are lucky, you will see one near of your face, maybe.
In the final days on the narrow cobblestone streets of Tultepec, there's a menacing bull on every corner. By far, one of the biggest is this one. He's a beauty. 5 metres from head to tail. On the night, it will be adorned with 2,500 rockets and explosives. The man who owns that big beast is Juan Urban, who's been dancing with the bulls since he was 5. And he has the scars from the first, second and third degree burns to prove it.
Acá. Aquí.
Oh.
Esta de acá. Acá.
Tell him I'm thinking about carrying one of the bulls on Saturday. He thinks it's a good idea?
Sí.
Yes, that's the only thing will happen to you.
Oh, this is it?
That's it.
That's all I have to worry about is the third degree burn?
That's it.
Okay.
Se regenera.
Thank you, Juan Carlos. People get insanely close to the fireworks.
Well, that's part of it down here. Fireworks are an interactive sport for the populace. To be burned down here is to be blessed by the saint.
So just about everyone here has been blessed.
I think at least once.
It all looks fun and festive right now, but in a few hours' time, these bulls will quite literally go off. There's more than 300 of them loaded with explosives. Light up the night. What type of person is out here in the square running into those bulls?
The blessed. Well, there might be a little bit of alcohol involved in some of the participants, but that's part of Mexican fireworks as well.
Is it the blessed, the drunk, or the stupid?
He looks after them all.
As soon as the sun goes down, the bulls come out and the rockets go off. A dangerous mix of fireworks and Mexican firewater.
The participants are mostly young men. The objective is to get as close to the bull as possible. It's a part tradition, part alcohol, and part absolute craziness. This is why they call it Dancing with the Bulls. You have to keep moving.
And then it's my turn to push Juan Carlos's big bull. Actually, what it amounts to is a giant bomb on wheels.
I'll be honest with you, there's been a fair bit of bravado up until this point, but now it's time to man up. It's just me and my amigos, and this is about to get real.
Once you're in the thick of it, there's no escaping. A mix of pure fear and adrenaline. And then I'm hit. Struck on my hands. Briefly on fire. The 2 minutes it takes for all the fireworks on the bull to explode are the longest of my life. When it's over, I can't feel the burn for the adrenaline, but the injury is for real.
Nick, look out! But chaos. Absolute chaos. All right, I'll admit it, I'm a little shaken up. Gladiator. Oh, man. The smoke, the embers, the fire. I was on fire at one point. This man put me out, thank you. Thank you, senor. Watch this thing, it's coming. Look out, look out.
It was a good year for the festival. Only 500 people were injured, 499 Mexicans and 1 Australian. I'm seen to, bandaged and told to harden up.
Malo? No?
No.
Not too bad?
Poquito.
Poquito. She's telling me to man up in Spanish.
And so, burnt but not broken, I have a story to tell and a scar to show from this cracker of a night.
I've done some crazy stuff in my life and some stupid stuff, but nothing tops that. And I don't know how you survive. I really don't.
Yes, we tried to kill him. It didn't work. Denham Hitchcock reporting. You'll be glad to know his burns are healing and he says he's game for more Sunday night assignments. Next, naked.